indeed.
And it looks like we are indeed underway.
Go. Alrighty, so start screen, right next to Vanilla Level 2, kind of in the forest, not too bad. Does put us right next to a whole bunch of Armos statues, which allows us to hopefully find the Armos item real quick.
Yeah, this actually isn't a bad spot at all because it allows for easy routing to the coast to see the ladder item, and we also did see the blue ring right there, close to start. The minimum price that the blue ring can be, so actually really a nice find.
Absolutely. Be interesting to see if either of our runners pick that up. Looks like Syscrusher is going to go ahead and check the Armos item, or Armos statues in the Lost Hills here.
Yeah, well, he gets a letter, so our Armos item is going to be somewhere over on the western side of Hyrule. But this start screen is actually also good because there are a lot of open caves on the eastern side here, up in the northeast and everything else. And they are going through these looking for their sword, as Noraystra actually finds level 3. But sword is kind of important because it's going to be your main source of combat. It is one of 3 absolutely required items. You cannot beat this game without a sword. So definitely important to find that.
Absolutely. That doesn't matter which sword you find. Your first sword could be the white sword out of like level 3 here, or heck, it could be the magic sword if you happen to find that many hearts out of nowhere. But yes, you do absolutely have to have a sword. Meanwhile, we've got a secret 39 for Syscrusher. That's a really nice medium secret there.
Yeah, as we said, we do have a 230 rupee blue ring, which is really nice. So that's actually going to benefit our runners having that high medium secret, because 7 of those is almost 280, as Noraystra also finds a gift shop, so we'll have an early blue candle to do some more exploration with, and we'll get our peek here at the coast item, and I actually did not see that.
See what it was.
So it might have been a thin item, so we might have had something like silver or the bow over there or something like that.
I have. I'm actually going to pop up Nora's stream and see if he has a tracker. Oh,
he did find level 9 at vanilla level 8. Syscrusher is heading over towards where vanilla level 5 is. We did see him do something interesting. Some runners will do it, especially up here in the northeast, to help transition screens a little bit easier. We saw him do a HUD wrap. You can actually clip yourself up into the HUD there and move around that way. So
17 for boss.
Yeah, the bombs are actually a really good price. I mean, anything cheaper than 20 is pretty much a good price. So Syscrusher resetting his screen to try to get into this waterfall. And still no sword for either of our runners. So we'll probably see Syscrusher head over. Looks like he might reset to try to get up to the White Sword Cave. But if he is able to do that, unfortunately not. But I would expect we will see him head over towards the grave area soon to check the armor statues over there.
So to update you, Nora has marked the blue boomerang as the item on the coast over there. So it was a very quick check. I couldn't quite tell what it was, but he says it's scrap metal, so it must be scrap metal. Finding ourselves, you know what? I didn't realize this, but the arrows are also in that blue ring shop.
Yeah, they're actually on the higher side of things. They rolled up 12 rupees, 92 rupees for arrows. That's a scary thing to think about having to purchase, but at least it's easy to get up to level 2 there.
Yeah, absolutely. So Syscrusher also finds himself level 3. Looks like he's going to at least jump into it a little bit. Nora did a very small amount of exploration here before leaving, so...
Yeah, it was a key block.
Was it?
Syscrusher will run into the same thing. As soon as he enters this room to the north, there is a key block, so no progression possible right now.
Nope.
So Nora, in the same situation that Syscrusher was, getting to this waterfall screen with half a heart.
Oh, but unfortunately he takes a fireball right to the head.
So Syscrusher will come across that gift shop. I expect that he will also take the candle for better exploration.
I feel like taking the candle I feel like taking that candle there is almost always a good idea if you don't have any money.
Yeah, there is our skewed blue boomerang.
Okay.
So neither runner's going to touch that, I would imagine. By the time they get the ladder, probably not much benefit to it. So
Would not expect so. So Syscrusher's gonna find level 9.
And wow, we saw the price of our potions, and they are not cheap at all.
No, they're not. Like that is gonna cause some complaints here in the potion shop world. Let me tell you. So, did anybody attempt to? Okay, I think Syscrusher's about to. Okay, I was gonna say I always tried to burn those blue moblins once just to see if they rolled 1 hit point.
Yeah, if they do, it's really nice, especially if they're your first kill, because then there's the shop for the bombs, which, speaking of bombs, Noraystra is going to purchase some to probably do a little more exploration here. Actually going to purchase 2 packs, so he will have 8.
Not a bad play. Yeah, not a bad play. They're 17, which means they're 3 rupees off their normal price. Syscrusher has found take-any roads.
So we have 1 in the forest, which is always wonderful. 1 down near start, 1 up in near level 9, or vanilla level 9 at least. And looks like he is going to go over and check the potion shop to the west of vanilla level 9, because, well, there is a possibility that that has the wood sword.
Absolutely, he had to pass through 3 pretty awful screens to do so, but he's got there. Oh my gosh, it's the sword. Why is it always in the potion shop, Grim? Why is it always there?
Because our runners hate going there.
Exactly.
So, Nora is coming across these take any roads as well, so we will see if he makes the same play when he gets up there to we're up by vanilla level 9. And it does not look like it, so...
Well, he may just be checking where all 4 of these are first before going back there, because he's going to be jumped back into that. And my guess is he'll go right back up there. Or
no, he instead goes to start, which is not a bad play. I mean, there's a lot of open caves around here. But the 4th one dropping right by the Armos, so we might see our Armos, and it's the bow.
Wow.
And Nora does come across level 5. Which, what we'll see him possibly do is enter and exit and kill some of the gels with it. No, he's just gonna give up on that, which is not a bad choice, because right now he just does not have a lot of firepower, and that would take very long. And, oh my goodness.
The white sword item is where the magic sword normally is, and is the white sword itself. Something about that makes it a little weird.
Yeah, I'm sure we're gonna see some specific name pop up in chat here soon, but...
It wasn't quite vanilla, but it's just weird. That's all I'm saying. That old man got a sword downgrade.
White sword item being in the white sword cave, you know.
No, that was the magic sword cave.
Well, I meant the white sword item is the white sword.
Ah, okay. I see what you're saying. I gotcha. I see what you're saying. Syscrusher up A's. He's got to start over. Let's see where he is planning to go now. Looks like he's going to do some exploration of the forest. My guess is we're going to see a lot of smoldering trees here in a second.
Not a bad play, especially now that he does have a sword. He'll be able to go back and maybe, like, explore level 3 if he can get a key off of one of those first 2 rooms. Or, maybe he'll find level 1 here in the forest, which would be very, very welcome.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Noraystra is having to deal with this screen. That's really the best I can put it. Because that's not a fun scroll. Oh, you got sniped.
Yeah, when all the lag is going on there, it is very, very difficult to gauge. You may think that you're okay, you're past one of those beam swords, and it just catches you once all the lag disappears. And another gift shop there for Syscrusher. So he does have 4. Now he has a 33% chance of picking up that white sword in the grave.
Yes, he does.
And Noraystra, I think, has found half the potion shop so far. So, OPT, the thing that I wonder, if Noraystra is able to find enough hearts, do you think that White Sword could potentially be his first sword because of where the Wood Sword's located?
It's possible. I mean, because of where those Takeney roads are, it's also possible he goes back there. I am really surprised he didn't decide to, like, use that to check that area, because I gotta tell you, when I'm looking for a sword and I get the chance to even be up Death Mountain, I will go look there, because I know it's a random chance, but I feel like that darn sword is hiding there more times than it's not. And I know that's not true, it's just confirmation bias. But it's still a thing.
Yeah, well, it's so out of the way. Anytime that you pop up there, you want to be able to check it out. So
Right.
that's definitely a good reasoning for Syscrusher to do what he did. And we'll just see how long it takes Noraystra. Syscrusher is now digging around in level 5 a bit, while Nora is doing some more overworld exploration. Going to try this Lionel screen again, or maybe not.
I was gonna say maybe he's gonna try to do the screen wrap glitch from that screen up there, so he didn't have to deal with the blue Lionels all over the place. Syscrusher does have a key, so he's gonna be able to get through this room.
Yeah, Noraystra instead is just gonna burn Candle Row, see if he can't find anything else. I think right now the best thing for him would be maybe find level 1 and it would have the wand in it, which level 5 has the raft.
That's a raft. That's cool.
Okay, not level 1, but level 2.
Yeah.
And luckily, we can use this unlock glitch to open up that door to the right. Otherwise, we'd be immediately keylocked out of 2.
Yeah, that would be a thing. So let's see here. Well, we got a heart container.
Ever closer to that white sword when he gets to the grave.
Absolutely. Now, if the other item in here is the heart container. Hey, well, Syscrusher's the Triforce in 5. Thank goodness.
Not a great room.
No. Thank goodness. Didn't have to kill those whispers to it.
Yeah. The fact that you could walk to it, I mean, it's still a scary walk, but I mean, overall, how quick that 5 was, I'll take that every day.
100%. So Nora is actually having a bit of good luck going through, too, with just a blue candle, because those Stalfoses are all dying to one hit.
Yeah, and luckily the Stalfos are enemies that don't respawn as you enter and exit a room. There's a few fires and Zols are the primary 2 that do that. But, so he can exit and enter and just keep killing them by replenishing his candle, and does get some bombs there. Not what he wanted, though. He wants that.
Oh, dear.
We might need that bow.
We may very well need that bow, and the worst thing about that is Nora is quite a distance away from it, but, I mean, it's just one room. It's just one room out of many here.
And Syscrusher has found level 1. Very good find for him, and wow, it is south of that Lionel screen that was giving Noraystra fits.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Noraystra being very patient, taking out these keys, while... Wow, all these enemies are pretty squishy on the underworld so far.
Absolutely. Oh wow, those guys go down to one hit. They don't even break apart. That's lovely. Oh! Alright, so the game has decided to block our Triforce in 1 by the ladder. So maybe the ladder will be in here?
Well, we'll see what one of the items is, because...
Oh, okay, so item inside here is the wooden boomerang. Level 2, that is.
Recorder in level 1.
Oh, that's good. That's nice, because that'll get you around the map a lot, and it does open up the Recorder Lake spot, which, you know, maybe a thing may not be. Those, Those just actually rolled. Oh, and that's the Triforce too. So Nora's got everything he needed out here.
You know, maybe if there's any solace there for Nora, he just cleared out a level candleless, swordless. So
Absolutely.
I mean, the fact that he may take a while to get back up to where the sword is, at least he didn't spend all of his time wasted while looking for it.
Yep, you are correct on that. And he has the boomerang, so he's at least got safety. Oh, okay. Syscrusher's found the wand in level 1. That is
I did say
amazing.
about that, didn't I?
What'd you say?
I did say about the wand in 1, didn't I?
You probably did, yeah. Well, so the Triforce is ladder block, but we got that wand and the recorder. Those are two really nice items. Wand is never really required, but it's just great for the offense. Did Nora just buy a heart?
Yeah, it's the 1 rupee pity heart,
Yeah,
so
that's fine.
Nora's like, hey, if I can be at full health, you know, I will be.
I guess that's true.
So yeah, if Nora would have been able to get past those Lionels, I expect that he would have went down into that screen. So he actually could have come out with the wand, I believe. I don't think that there was any obstruction that would have required him to clear.
Yeah, I didn't see, unfortunately.
But, yeah, his the fact that he's not too comfortable with screen scrolls is actually going to hinder him getting up to the wood sword just by screen scrolling. He will have to really make use of those take any roads to get back up there.
Yeah, that's correct. Oh dear.
Yeah, I would just say nope, not gonna even try for that.
Indeed. Syscrusher finding himself in another taken cave, which puts him at 5 hearts now. He is 1 heart away from guaranteeing himself the white sword, but he could go for it now, and he's got a good chance at it. Finds yet another blue rain shop. Apparently, the blue rain shop is looking like it's pretty common now.
Yeah, that's the 3rd one we've seen, so apparently, well, never mind. That's the 4th one we've seen, I believe. Oh no, Syscrusher did see that one earlier. But yeah, 3 very cheap jewelries. We have Pawn Stars going on here in Hyrule today.
Yeah, that's fine. Shadow Mage, we've not seen the large secret as far as I can recall from memory.
No, we haven't. And another gift shop here for North, so he is at 5. So if he makes his way to the grave, he does have a 66% chance of starting with the white sword, which I know he'd be happy with.
Yeah, he'd be very happy with that. Instead, so this is kind of interesting. He is taking his time to go around and Pressure's on level 6. But Noraystra's just taking his time to go around and dig out spots that are not going to have his wooden sword.
Yeah, he's probably looking for information while he's also exploring for the wood sword, just trying to figure out, okay, where are all these dungeons? Where can I return to? But you know, you can go so far before not having a weapon is a detriment. And wow, our low secret is the bare minimum.
Yeah, hey, can afford one of those hearts now. So. But our medium secret is, Syscrusher has found himself in a room that no one really likes to be in, but I think he can just bomb through this. Yep, that's bomb level 6.
There's actually no purpose in actually spending that because you can just up A back to the start to get around it. But being ladder block there kind of stinks.
So, we did notice in level 6 we are ladder blocked out of 1 room. So, knowing how this game works, of course that is going to be an important room. Chat pointing out the mugger cost is larger than the actual large secret. That is not cool, game. I should point that out. Because there can be up to 3 of those, correct? Ooh, Nora taking another death.
Yes, we can have up to 3 mugger rooms, and it's pretty vanilla. because it is heart or money, and it is 1 heart or, well, this is just a rude room for Syscrusher.
Yeah.
But it's 1 heart or 50 rupees normally, and we might have our item here in 6. So
You might.
what do we have? The Any Key. So
Oh,
this
the
is
Any
good
Key is
find.
really nice. Yeah. Oh no, Syscrusher. Syscrusher got keyed out of the Any Key. I said that. I'm okay with that. So anyway, he's gonna go back for that. You want that Any Key. You 100% want that Any Key.
Yeah, and unfortunately, he's like, okay, where am I at? Can I bomb over here? No, you have to go up and around just to get to the Sunny Key. But he is definitely going to die for it.
Absolutely.
And Nora is going to be able to get himself into level 1. So if he can get to the wand without requiring combat, he is going to be in a good situation because at least he will be able to fight his way through the overworld and eventually make his way up to the grave to see if he can't get that white sword.
Indeed. Now, keep in mind, he does have that boomerang, and he does have that the candle and a few bombs, so he may be able to get through some things here. He's gonna find out the horrible truth of this seed that the level 1 is in fact Triforce ladder blocked. No, you can't use the boomerang. Can't use the boomerang for that. So Syscrusher has the recorder. I'll be interested to see if he... Yeah, okay, there we go. He walked past it at first. Now he's going back up here to check and find out if we actually need this recorder or not.
At least not there, we don't.
Yeah. Well, there is the item.
Unfortunately, this room does require combat, and the wand is actually 1 room to the right here. So unless you can go down and around, which you should be able to, Nora's actually not going to be able to get to that wand right now.
Can we point out the lovely swordless block clip that Nora just pulled off?
Yeah, very, very well done with that. Is going to spend the key here, so we'll see what direction he takes and if he is able to get over towards that wand. And unfortunately, takes the death with the bomb laying on the ground, and we have more Wizrobes in 8.
Well, but an easy on the floor Triforce in the room where Triforces normally are. Nora is leaving level 1.
Oh.
He'll be back. I think he wants his sword, and he doesn't know what's in there, obviously. And he doesn't know how far away from the sword he actually is, but he's not done a lot of exploration of these open cave rooms, because he's been actually exploring almost everything else.
Now, he is going to check this last Armos as long as he is able to stay alive, and I'm sure he's going to buy a few hearts here to do so.
Well, we've got an item in 8, I think. Yes, and it's the power bracelet.
So, yeah, Syscrusher has found 4 of our 6 important items.
Oh,
but,
Nora
man, Nora does take a death. So hopefully, seeing that the staircase is there, that will hopefully lead Nora up to the grave area.
Indeed, Nora taking a second, collecting himself. That is a good thing to do every so often when you start getting frustrated. Oh, this dark room has a potential push block in it. Syscrusher getting actually kind of lucky with those bombs there.
Very cooperative to Dongos, which you like to see. Only gets an unnecessary key for his trouble stuff, so not really what you want. And Nora is taking the Take-Any's up to the grave area, so he is going to check here and get his bow, which will definitely be a help. Let's see which direction he ends up going, though.
Well, Noraystra found the bow, so guess that meme is over.
Yeah. It looks like he also may be heading over towards where level 6 is, and then eventually towards the grave. So,
yeah, that is
Syscrusher will actually, Syscrusher will actually also tell us before Noraystra gets there if Noraystra will be able to pick that up.
Absolutely. Oh, that is if Nora can actually make it through these screens without taking a death. No, he can't!
Oh, man. 6 heart white sword.
Oh, what a tease game.
Actually, that death may have just saved Noraystra a bunch of frustration.
Yeah, absolutely. But unfortunately, he still has to make his way up to that potion shop near Vanilla level 9. Does look like he's going back towards the Any Roads, though.
Yeah, I mean, he doesn't have many spots left to check. He knows it has to either be in the Dead Woods or that spot up on Death Mountain or the dreaded White Sword Cave.
Yeah. He's gonna go up. No, he's going here again.
Okay, so he is gonna head back over towards level 6 and over towards the grave, so he's gonna be frustrated.
Yeah.
And Syscrusher is re-entering level 3 now.
Well, he does have his sword and a wand, so he's got combat, he's got any keys, so he's not going to be blocked here. At least by a key door. Might be blocked by other things, depending on what we see up here.
Nora is actually heading away from the grave, so will Nora make a play for the far
Yeah, he's got to be going there, and my thought is he must not necessarily realize that that gravesite can actually have the wooden sword in it.
Yes, he absolutely is checking this area. Good use of the... Oh man, accidentally pushes them away with the candle.
Yep.
And Syscrusher does pick up his Triforce in level 3. That puts him at 3, but he still has to find possibly the ladder, but definitely the silver arrows. And oh my goodness, Nora.
Nora takes another snipe.
Arrow, Nora has the bow. I just forgot to mark it. That's my fault. Which, speaking of OPT, if you're Nora and you're facing all these Lionels and having this much difficulty, do you stop and just buy arrows for more combat?
That is a good question, actually. You know, I don't know if I even would have thought of that, I'll be honest. Whoops.
Yeah, this is actually a really rough spot to have that staircase, just because you have to walk on the northern part of it not to enter it.
Right. At least you can get around it, though.
Yeah, really good Dig Dog to clear, and finally Noraystra is going to make his way into the Wood Sword Cave, and he is probably not going to be too happy about it being here.
No, there's some pausing. Yeah. He's not happy. Syscrusher fighting the book in 3. So, he can now understand the old men. That is going to make his wand have fire at the end of it, but honestly speaking, I feel like that's a little more, like, bemoaned than it really should be.
And Noraystra is heading into level 3 as well. And honestly, OPT, with the free white sword now for Syscrusher, I'm not too worried about my wand having fire anymore, because I can use my sword as my main combat weapon now, and I don't have to worry about the lag or the potential damage that I might take from that fire. So I actually would never hesitate to grab the wand at that point.
Yeah.
Or the book, I mean.
Yeah, I wouldn't hesitate, especially with how important the book is in these flag sets. Which I think has made a very interesting dichotomy, because you would never see anyone willingly pick up the book, ever, if not for these flags. Nora grabbing his map of 3 because it was in the way.
Now, these blue Gorilla actually rolled very friendly in the HP, only 3 HP, so, friendly, but they can still do a lot of damage. They do a heart of damage on contact or with the boomerang, so definitely annoying enemies still nonetheless, but Syscrusher making an immediate play for these hints.
Well,
Sail not to save the princess, so that Rapt is useless.
I guess that's good to know. Oh, hey, the recorder. That's old news, old lady. Finally is...
More old news.
Syscrusher, I can't be too happy to have basically found out everything he already knew but, I guess the one good thing is he found out he doesn't need the raft that he has.
Yeah, he did the save and retry, so really all it cost him was time. So, I mean, for the play, yeah, it's kind of frustrating, but overall not too bad.
Right, no, I mean, you're happy because you're gonna make that play every day, because, again, as you said, that retry doesn't cost anything but time, but still, time in this is, it's one of those commodities that you spend on a thing, and now didn't get much to show for it. Nora not gonna lose there.
Nora using the correct trick there, if you're fighting any enemies that fire any projectiles, if you stand skewed on the half tile to the right when they're firing up or down, their projectile will miss you completely because of how the hitboxes are skewed in this game. So that's actually where you always want to fight, like Rias and stuff, is from underneath or up top, skewed off to the right a little bit.
Yep. Nora go through level 3. Syscrusher heading over towards... Oh, the push blocks. Yes, he's got that. And level 7 is under a push block.
And just because it's level 7 under a push block, something screaming Silver's in 7.
Or, like, the ladder. And we needed to get to one of those, ladder block dungeons, maybe. I don't know. Find a compass.
Nora able to get his Triforce out of level 3, still needs the item, and I think it was a relatively easy heart container as well to grab, so we'll see if he's able to come across any of that. The big thing for him would be the heart container here. I mean, the hints are nice, but being able to know he can get the white sword item, which we know is a good white sword item.
Absolutely. So... Syscrusher has run into a double moat room in 7. Now, it looks like he's going to be able to get around that, and thankfully for him, he's got the recorder, because otherwise he wouldn't have been able to get around that. Neither of our runners had picking up or getting enough rupees to pick up that blue ring.
Yeah, it might be a while till we see that, but both of them have 169 right now, so that's, the sync is kind of nice.
Indeed. Aquament is guarding a staircase. Let's see if this is the item, or if this could actually be the, just a transport staircase. It is transport.
He didn't come across any other staircases. Of course it's transport.
Right, of course. First one always going to be, right? That took him really far away from that Triforce, too.
Into a really nasty room.
Yeah, that was not nice, game. So, it is possible to get around those dark nuts when you are in a narrow space like that. All you have to do is look perpendicular to the direction they're coming and swing your sword at the right time and you hit them. I don't know how that works, but it does, and it's great.
Once again, hitboxes.
Ah, yes, those silly things that programmers use all the time. You know, at least our wooden sword was not on this screen. I just gotta say that, because the one Syscrusher's on, because, oh my gosh.
Yeah, that would have been bad. And Nora is back into level 1, and rightfully so. We'll be able to comment. It's the last gift shop.
Oh, of course it is. I get a feeling we're going to see a very, very quick run to the graveyard.
Looks like maybe not immediately.
I could be wrong.
Nora heading to the right, so he will get his wand here. Probably a little happy about that. And I don't remember... No, he did not pick up the book out of 3, so right now he will not shoot fire with that. We'll see if he ever returns to level 3 to sort of see if he can't pick up the item, since it is an easier level.
I think we'll see him go back there at some point, unless he finds silvers in some place we haven't seen yet.
Hey, look, it's that 6 heart that he needed before, but now it's a 7th, so...
Right.
Either runner now, way over the threshold to grab that white sword, so... I'm sure we'll see him play for the Grave soon. Noraystra may head up there pretty soon. Still 60 rupees short of getting that blue ring, though.
He has not. He decided to not purchase arrows right there. It's an interesting decision. You can't say anything about that because you don't know if you're ever going to need those arrows or not. It's hard to want to buy arrows before you know you're going to need them, especially when you're in a seed that is not really giving you the money.
I think the big thing for Noraystra and why he's not buying it is he has been probably getting a little frustrated with the amount of damage and the deaths that he's been taking, so he is probably prioritizing that blue ring at this point.
And we have patches in 6. I think we saw that earlier, but Nora just took it that. So Syscrusher must have found a large secret or something, because he's already at 255.
Possibly. I think he was able to fight quite a few ropes too, which are money droppers. So, Noraystra is still digging through 6. We know the Eniki is here, so it's not bad to dig out. And not having the keys is actually going to lead him right to that Eniki. Syscrusher is in level 2. We know in here is just the boomerang, so nothing great, but it will be another Triforce for him, which will put him at 4.
That's correct. Unfortunately, getting to the Eniki requires going through this room Nora is actually in right now.
Yes. It was the bomb to the right. Yeah. That's crazy and not fun.
No, it isn't. So Nora either has to figure out how to get through that room or how to run past this Patra real fast. Well, he got dinged by the Patra, but he made it through. Finds a key.
Which may lengthen his exploration of level 6, which might turn out to be a little frustrating if he spends too much time in here.
Oh. Well, he's not going to be happy about that. But let's see. Oh, he doesn't have any bombs.
No, so he actually is unable to progress at all, so he is going to go and spend that key to look a little bit more through level 6. I don't believe we saw even where the Triforce was on Syscrusher's side, so... And he's going to try the Patra. He's actually just going to combat Patra here. Just has to be careful. Don't want to get inside of Patra throwing 3 hearts.
No. That wand is going to help a lot with the killing of the Patras. Unfortunately, Nora has forced the Patra into a locked spiral here, so that's going to make that... Oh, I got him!
At this point, Nora, you want to kill the...
Yeah, don't block clip. That was a bad idea. You got stuck there.
Syscrusher sees the boomerang on level 2 side, burns it, and leaves. Just needs the Triforce now.
Indeed. Yeah, he's already got a boomerang. He's fine. I forget where the Triforce was in here. Oh, it's right there. Okay, never mind.
So Nora going on round 2 with his Patra, gonna be a little frustrated when if he keeps digging at the staircase and learns that it is only the transport and that doesn't take him anywhere where he wants to be.
second spot.
And Sis is back in level 8. Possibly gonna look for the second item again.
That's very true.
I mean, at this point, his options are to return to 6 or 7 to get his Triforce. He can't return to level 1 without the ladder, and we still don't know where level 4 is. Very well might be on Ben now.
Yeah, that's right. We haven't seen level 4, have we? Well, Syscrusher just learned that the doggo dwells with the boomerang. Oh, wait. And he's out of level 8.
These old men are like the ones that tell you the lottery numbers from the night before.
Right?
And Noraystra coming across the level 8 as well. So, Syscrusher finally picking up his white sword. That is going to double his combat damage from his sword. Now, if he swings the white sword and the wand together, he will be doing Master Sword damage to almost any enemy. There are a few that are not susceptible to the wand. The Whiz Ropes are the big culprits of that, but having the white sword is going to be great benefit for him, especially if we do have any more Whiz Ropes in any level.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's... Especially combined with the wand, when you can do that double tap and basically use both at the same time and get basically double damage at this point. So pretty much white sword or magic sword damage. So we are going to be exploring Death Mountain for the first time this game, at least this side of Death Mountain.
Yeah, Syscrusher is definitely hunting level 4, and he's going to purchase bombs. It does take him down below the threshold for Blue Ring, which we might find another Blue Ring shop up here too. But I think at this point with White Sword, Syscrusher's not as concerned. Of course.
You were saying?
So, yeah, he has found the Blue Ring. We'll have to see if he does return for that, especially getting a 5 rupee, or just skipping the 5 rupee there. Okay, getting a secret here. Back up to 255, so he can afford it. Really, the only thing at this point he may want to buy is if he finds that second hint cave, or potentially a bomb upgrade, or maybe returning for those arrows at some point.
Right.
Or, door repair.
He still can afford it, though.
Yeah, door penalty of 23, so definitely a little more expensive than normal, because why wouldn't it be in the seed where you have a horrible large secret? Right. But, hey, look at that, level 4.
Alright. With all these items that we have found, the fact that the ladder is still outstanding is kind of frustrating, I'm sure.
And there's Nora's white sword, so that's definitely going to help him out as well. Now, he may work his way up to Death Mountain as well. Only having 3 bombs, though, it's kind of a rough go. But if he does head up there, he may come across enough rupees on his way up that he may be able to pick up that blue ring.
It's entirely possible.
And unfortunately, Virus did not roll -2, so they do not go down in a single white sword hit.
It's unfortunate, yes. I normally like to take at least one bomb and see if they'll die to it, because if they don't die to the bomb, then you will never, get anything from them. Nora taking a bit of a gamble, unfortunately not paying off.
No, but he's falling right behind Syscrusher here.
Look at Sis, though. Look at that. Level 4 is Goma blocked.
Yeah. Syscrusher may immediately had to buy arrows.
think you are correct on that. Okay.
I thought he might be buying a key.
Was thinking about it, yeah. That is not the hero shop. Nora not gonna buy the heroes himself either, but he's gonna stumble on level 4 here pretty quickly, and no, Syscrusher buys the blue ring instead.
Interesting decision. I personally don't think I would have made that call there, just because there's nothing else up here. I mean, maybe it's not too bad. It's about a 6-screen walk from the Tikini Road, but where he is, I probably would have definitely chose the arrows at that point.
Yeah, I'm shocked because 4 is one of those dungeons that you like to find in these flag sets, considering how short it can be. I understand he's already got the Triforce out of 5, but
He's going back into level 7.
I feel like we were blocked at 7. Or did
Am
we
I
just...
able to get the key?
Let's see. It would be very unfortunate for Syscrusher if the silver arrows are at level 4.
Now, Nora is being selective with where he uses his keys, because, of course, he does not have the any key out of 6, and wow, both Red Dark Knights and Red Wizrobes rolled up in HP.
Goodness
Not good for 2 of your bomb-dropping enemies.
No, but at least the red Wizrobes aren't that hard to deal with. Syscrusher just kind of trying to goad the Dig Dogger to do something.
I don't know why he just wouldn't take it out. He has a recorder.
Does have the recorder. Yes, this room is annoying to kill him in. I guess he just doesn't want to.
That dice room, as I call it, because it looks like the number 500 dice, completely useless in level 7. We'll never have a drop, so...
Oh!
And is unable to get past that Dig Dogger. So we'll see if he continues to explore through level 7. It looks like he is going to possibly give it another go. Noraystra is going to bomb the rest of Death Mountain here. It will be interesting to see if he does pick up that pack of arrows and goes back in to take care of the Goma.
Honestly think it's a better chance now, simply because... Oh, there you go. Simply because he just hit another Dora penalty, and he's so far down in rupees to get that blue ring. No, never mind.
Level 4 is just being hated on by our runners today, so you know that's where the silver arrows or the ladder is going to be.
I agree.
So Nora's going to buy more bombs. Interesting decision here.
It is interesting that both of our runners decided not to buy arrows and use their rupees on something else and not go directly into 4. I think we are blocked out of 7. I feel like we're not finding anything to get to that room above the Triforce, like where the Triforce is.
He may have to take this path and like walk over from the nose just to get to where the Triforce is.
Oh, that's right. This just led to this room. Okay.
Oh, wow. I didn't even realize. We have Dark Knights and Wizrobes together.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
And yeah, that This is definitely not fun to deal with. If he manages to get through, though, and just to be told, I am surprised he did not stab the old man there. And Nora is back in level 5. Now we know it is the raft in here, so won't be of any benefit to Nora. We'll lead him to 2 more spots, but neither of them is required to beat the sea.
Indeed. Alright, it does look like we're kind of sort of able to make our way over towards...
For now.
Yeah, for now. We still have not seen the item here at level 7.
And Syscrusher able to get through and does find the item. Well, hi.
He finds where the item is located. Okay, yeah. That's, a room full of fun and excitement, let me tell you. And he nopes out of there. He says no more. I'm done. I know where the item is. I know where the Triforce is. I don't care.
Okay, so we're now calling ladder in 7 and silver arrows in 4.
Absolutely.
Hold on, and we're gonna make it better because the silver arrows are going to be behind not only the Gomo Boa block, but we're also going to have a ladder block in the room immediately after that.
That is mean, sir. It's probably what's gonna happen, but that is mean. You should not... Oh, Nora's buying a key. That's gonna take him out of the possibility of purchasing those arrows.
Sish is playing dances with horses and able to find another bomb shop, but can't afford anything in it.
Nope.
Nora's heading back into level 3 to find the item here. We know it's the book. He does not. Probably won't be too upset to see it because it will potentially give him hints, but the hints we've seen so far are not great, and it will also potentially lead him to spending more of his money on something other than arrows.
Absolutely. Oh, okay, so Syscrusher just got his health refilled and now is going back into 7. Okay. So he pulled off a move where if you up an A while you're being refreshed by the fairy, you actually refresh when you start the game up again. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, actually the really cool thing about it is if you have a lot of hearts, you can notice it easier. But if you're walking while your health is refilling and you get hit, you still refill that health from getting hit. So there is absolutely no penalty to getting hit while your health is refilling either.
Very nice.
So Syscrusher basically has 15 hearts right now to deal with all those blue whiz robes, so we'll see if he can do anything with them. Yeah, this room isn't nearly as bad now that he did take that red whiz robe out.
That's true.
And Nor taking a death to the trap in the item room.
That is unfortunate.
So we are back in this room, and well, there's one beam. And doing this clip with whiz robes, that is going to happen a lot. You will get pushed out quite a bit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and you can see how quickly your health can
diminish. He almost had the reverse clip, too. He's now down to being touched by anything will kill him, and these blue whiz robes like to go inside these doors. Unfortunate.
So Nora finally finds the book. Not possibly what he wants right now.
No.
No,
it isn't.
Yeah, just a frustrating seed overall so far for these runners. Potentially 7 having a key item behind all those blue whiz robes. Potentially 4 having a key item behind a Goma block. I don't believe we saw the other item in 8 yet. We haven't.
No, we haven't.
And we actually haven't even thought about the venture into 9 to maybe find 1 or 2 of those items. Syscrusher may just need to get a Triforce and jump into 9. So it looks like Syscrusher is going to give level 7 another go. Which, another interesting thing is level 7 is something that Nora can't even access yet because he still hasn't found the power bracelet.
That's correct. It would be interesting if you actually had a double dip level 8 because of a ladder block.
Sure, why not?
Right. Maybe, I don't know if Syscrusher's going to go towards that or if he's just going to beeline for the Triforce and be done with it. I mean, you have to go through that room regardless, it looks like, so...
Yeah, I mean, he actually didn't try to bomb over, so there might be the potential that he can bomb to get to the left a little bit, but yeah, it's still going to be interesting to see.
Well, that was Red Wizrobe is back, unfortunately, because he had to leave the level, but he takes care of it pretty easily, so he's just gotta get past all these dark nuts. That's not okay. Syscrusher continuing his way through level 7 here. Making his way over towards the item room again with all these blue Wizrobes, and he makes it! First go, and it's the heart container. It's the heart container. Level 7 at the heart container, Krim.
Appropriate.
I don't think Sis was very happy about that.
And no, you can't
even bob over. Oh gosh.
Hi. More.
Yeah, at least you don't have to kill those. Yeah.
I was actually hoping for an old man to say about the heart container right there.
Well, hey, we've got the dongos. Those are easier to take out.
And Nora's heading into level 8 now. We'll see if he decides to dig both items out of here or any items. Gets the hint about the boomerang, which he knew very long because he's been carrying it around since the beginning of the match.
Indeed. Alright, here we go. Triforce room. Let's see how... Oh my god!
It's ladder block, and it is like the most horrendous thing you can ever see.
Wait, there's a door next to it, so... Hold on.
You can't bomb into there, though. He is ladder blocked from level 7.
What is that? That's okay. So 1 and 7 are Triforces are ladder blocked. 4 is just entirely Goma blocked.
If ladder is in 9, that means that 4 and 7 cannot be a way into 9. You are required to either get the Triforce out of 6 or 4 before you can enter level 9.
Yeah. And Sis is back in 8. Now, I don't know what was stopping him before, so maybe there isn't a ladder block in here.
There's a ladder block from the one room to the north. I think it's just the combat in this seed.
Because this room here. No, you can get around this room.
You can get around it? It's just...
Oh, bombing upwards. There we go.
Well, thank you again for nothing.
Good old man. Okay, we must have been in the room next to this before.
I don't think Sis actually ever took that staircase, and he's not again.
Well, Sis grabs the compass just to reminisce about oldie times when he needed the compass or didn't have the Triforce yet. No, Nora can get to the Triforce here. It just has to go around the other way.
Oh, Nora does have Recorder, so
Unfortunately, he stepped into it.
Yeah, he does have a recorder, which I did not notice. So, Syscrusher is in that same room, and looks like he is not opting to fight that Digdogger initially. Might have to. We'll see if it leads to anything.
Well, leads to a pack of bombs and opens up 2 doors, so let's see here. We got ourselves a key, which he doesn't need, but he's got to clear this room because... Shutter doors. Nora taking a death to that room full of blue, dark nuts. Blue dark nuts are never anything you want to see, let alone that.
Yeah, 3 blue dark nuts is bad. 8 blue dark nuts is terror bad.
I don't think there's a word to describe that. Do we have to go through that room? I don't recall having to go through that room before. No, we can get the Trevor's right here.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's just Nora's hunting for items. Still needing a lot of items to get through. Here's our other item in 8. What is it?
It's the ladder. Alright. So that ladder is going to let us get Triforces out of 1, out of 7. I'm going to guess Syscrusher is probably going to run to 1 because that Triforce is really easy to get to.
Yeah, and at this point, he doesn't know the item in 4 or the 2 items in 9. You're betting on level 9 now.
Which means entirely that silver arrows could still be behind other arrows. If that's the case, both of our runners in their current state are going to have to grind rupees to buy those arrows. Noraystra finding himself a staircase. I think that's the transport staircase.
Yes, this is the transport, and he is electing not to take it. We know that he actually has to take out that Digdogger in order to get to the ladder.
Indeed he does. He may have just been refilling whatever health he had. Thankfully, this room here just... Ouch. Not required. I get the feeling Syscrusher is going to go ahead and run directly to 9. Or not. Where is he going? Oh, he's going to screen wrap. Okay, he's going to world wrap tonight. Okay. Alright, that makes sense.
And he's going to pick up the blue boomerang in...
No, he's not! No.
He's debating whether he wants to obey there or not.
You can flute the 3! Oh, he's just done. Okay, whatever. He grabbed it.
Actually, Nora back in level 6.
Indeed. I actually think fluting the 3 would have been the play there, but whatever.
It would have been faster.
Indeed. Alright, so level 9. We're going into level 9. We are looking for a few different things. The first things we're looking for are staircases, because we gotta find items. We're looking for silver arrows. It'd be really funny if they were right here. No, okay. Krim, what else are we looking for in level 9?
Well, we're going to be looking for a shutter door, which is going to be in the southeast somewhere, that basically does not open when all the enemies are cleared out of the room. That will tell us that Zelda is definitely behind that shutter door. The other thing we will be listening for is the sound of Ganon. Ganon is a loudmouth. He wants to be heard, so he is going to roar extra loud so we can hear him in any room perpendicular to his. That means if we are north, east, south, or west of him, we will know it's him.
Syscrusher finding another staircase. Now, he's taking the staircase. I didn't see if he took the last one or not. But there's 2 schools of thought here. You explore as much on the ground in level 9 as you can, or you take every single staircase you get just to eliminate 2 squares at the same time.
Yeah, and luckily having the ladder so he doesn't have to worry about these moat rooms. And of course we do get the bad enemy set in level 9 as well.
Of course, because why wouldn't we? got himself the heart container. And that shoot room is not making things nice.
Yeah, Nora's gonna continue to dig in here, while Syscrusher potentially has found another item behind a Patra.
Potentially. I think Nora is figuring out that the only way to the item in here is through that horrible room with the spike traps and the moat.
So, level 9 here, we do have the potential that we have the vanilla items of Red Ring and Silver Arrows. Red Candle is definitely the one item Syscrusher does not want to see, because then, first of all, it doesn't benefit him at all. At least Red Ring would boost his defense. But second of all, then you're starting to sit there in the back of your mind. I only have 4 rupees. I'm going to have to grind if it's behind Goma.
You start thinking about all of those 5 rupee drops that you didn't pick up.
Yeah, so
we are finding a lot of single shutter door rooms. There's Silver Arrows.
Never mind. So now it is time to look for the pig and the kidnapped. So he will be listening for that roar. I'm sure we will know if he finds it. That also potentially could be Zelda's room below there.
Absolutely.
He didn't clear out the room, but either one of those. Actually, no, that second one, the one that he was in with the red dark nuts, could not be, because that is technically southwest. Well,
oh,
thanks.
Dad. Good job, old man. Way to go. Well, the old man being nice enough to tell us that the Silver Arrows were in a place we've already been to.
Well, at least he could have been beneficial if he didn't go the other way first.
This is true. He tried. You know, he set his shop up and everything right outside just to lead wayward travelers there. Nora gets his Triforce out of 6, giving him 4 Triforces. Unfortunately for him, he's got a ways to go before he can catch up to Syscrusher.
Yeah, now we do know 5 Triforce is accessible without the without the ladder, but it's gonna be interesting to see if Noraystra actually goes back to 5 or where he likes to go. And oh my goodness,
oh dear,
I think Noraystra just reset his entire console.
I think you're correct on this,
or his emulator, which is really bad luck.
Yeah, he's never saved. Well, I didn't see I saw the screen go blue and I got a little worried.
Yeah, I'm actually trying to get IRC back up right now.
He hasn't said anything. In the meantime, Syscrusher is still making his way through level 9. Obviously, we unfortunately can't tell if he's heard the roar of Ganon or not.
Unfortunately, we are not going to have sound right now, but
right.
I'm going to try to at least be able to guide you guys if he is able to hear. Just 1 second. And Nora is back on the overworld. We're at least getting audio from him, but definitely has to be frustrated right now.
Absolutely.
While Syscrusher is still navigating through level 9, trying to find the sound of Ganon.
Absolutely. Now, fortunately, I haven't seen how much of 9 Syscrusher's map is filled out with yet, but so he keeps resetting back to start, so
Yeah. Nora's gonna start up the seed again, possibly until he sees the dot done. I think at this point he is going to expect that it's gonna come at some point.
Right.
Being an hour and 10 minutes in right now.
Dude, technically speaking, he will have everything marked off on his tracker.
Yeah, it's just routing all these.
Oh my gosh!
back in.
I hope that room is not required for Syscrusher's sake. Okay, it's not. 'Cause that would have just been awful. I mean, at least it's not required yet. No, you can't get over there from there. Oh, okay, that is not a nice room on Syscrusher's side. He doesn't even.
He has found Ganon.
Yes, he has.
And remember, he does know the basic idea of where the kidnapped is, which will be Zelda in this case. So he just needs to get up to 8 hits on Ganon and then stab him with the silvers, but he's down to...
Oh,
yeah. Does take the death to Ganon there.
Takes an unfortunate death indeed. I don't think he has a potion of any kind. Not that he can afford it right now with, what, 5 rupees? Keeping in mind one very important thing, if you did grind up the rupees to buy a potion, you want to grind up at least 1 extra.
The way Nora is exploring right now, I wonder if something actually happened to his computer and that he lost Z Helper too.
I feel like his stream would have gone offline.
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay.
It's really interesting for sure.
Patra in a reverse C room. This is not fun. Not fun in any way, shape, or form.
A lot of these rooms are not fun in any way, shape, or form.
This level 9 is terrible. Like, thankfully the combat hasn't been prohibitive yet, but my goodness, getting back here is just awful.
Able to force a 5 rupee to get a few extra arrows here, but well, of course we'd have a reversey. Now there are 6 red dark nuts here, so if he can make it onto the never mind. I was gonna say if he can make it onto the river and take out all those dark nuts, then he would have been able to force a fairy to at least get a few more hearts. But you have to go through that blue wizard room to get to Ganon. That's horrible.
This is. Well,
there's
these guys.
3, 4, 5. Not able to get number 6 off. 6.
Got it. Sunlock, he had it. Don't get bodied.
7.
Getting bought up. 7. One more.
There it is. There's
one
8.
more. Hey, got it. Oh! He almost died to Red Ganon.
Yeah. Which can happen. I've done it twice in a race before, so.
Yeah.
Yeah. But he does have a basic idea of where Zelda is. Knows she's in the southeast somewhere. So it's just a matter of finding that door that immediately opens, even if enemies are in the room. This one is not in, because we've seen it open before.
Absolutely.
And Gamer Blue, to answer your question, yes, you do have a limited amount of time to take out Ganon before he reverts back to his original state. It is actually to prevent you from soft locking in the original game, in case you don't have silvers to take him out.
Interesting.
so that way you can have him respawn and then die to him.
Right. So, Syscrusher here found a shutter door that opened. Unfortunately, the only enemies inside of it were bubbles, which don't actually count. So, was not, in fact, as we get GG's in the chat room, was not, in fact, Zelda's room, guys.
Yeah, as I said, I believe he has to head back down to where he found the silver arrows, because that's where that one shutter door was.
Indeed.
But I don't know if he has it marked as such.
Not sure. Well, we're gonna get a little. I mean, we got a little trek here through level 9. It said southwest, so it could be in this side on this this column of the or southeast. I'm sorry, it said southeast. It could be on this column. Kind of surprised he's not going down that way.
Yeah, he was actually up into the northeast at that point.
Yeah.
Nora going ahead and grabbing his wood sword again. So he's off to do Hyrule Round 2 for right now. While Sys is still looking for his way down to Zelda. Noraystra taking a death to Lionel there. And he's back with Patra.
Yeah, that staircase took him pretty much on the opposite side of the dungeon he wants to be on. But we can walk to the right from here, so it's possible we can get far enough to the one side. See if we can bomb over there. Well, we can. Oh. Hey, Wizrobes. Oh! Those things, so those beams do 4 hearts of damage. They rival Ganon as the most damaging thing in this game. Okay, seriously, he's actually explored a decent chunk of that side of level 9.
Yeah, and apparently, I think the room below the Silver Arrows too is actually in. So, it is either going to... He only has 3 rooms left to explore in the southeast.
Just has to figure out how to get to him.
Yeah, actually, no. The one below the Silver Arrows is indeed one of those rooms, because the room next to it was in the southwest. So, he needs to get back to where the Silver Arrows are.
I don't think you can bomb that way. Nope.
And it looks like Syscrusher does remember that there's a door there now. Heading down.
Oh, that's
not
it.
Take out this room first. Well, this is the southwest. He needs to go one room to the right.
Yeah, that room also had a shutter door.
Yeah. But he's going to clear out the dark nuts first. If he forgets that the room to the right does have the shutter and this does not, oh man.
It doesn't.
He has to check to the right. We'll see if he
he's
does
got
remember.
it, right?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, okay, there we go. There we go. This has to be it, right?
It is not!
Not!
Oh my goodness!
Where else is there?
There is one room left for him to explore, and that is where it is. It is underneath the hyphen. The 4th room up underneath the hyphen is where Zelda is located, and you can only access her from the top.
Okay, then. So... Okay, so how do we get back up there is the next question.
Super explosives. We need the Mega Bomb from A Link to the Past.
Right? Okay, this isn't it. Is there a magic staircase?
At this point, I would not doubt it. I wouldn't doubt it. He does have 2 key doors. He can search here. for a potential way over. Unfortunately, this one does not lead to a staircase. So he knows exactly what room it is. It's how do we get there?
It's in that that center clears portion of it. He's just how to get there. It's surrounded by solid walls. You either start taking your bombs out or realize you missed the key door or something.
I think he's just trying to map out where he's been and how to get certain places so we can see, okay, well, maybe I can go here to try to bomb again to get into that room.
Yep. This is why I like tracking my walls in level 9.
So Sis is able to get back in to the west side of level 9 here. Gotta get past this Patra, and well, Patra's not cooperating. And Patra is definitely now not cooperating.
Patra doesn't like to cooperate all that often.
So, looks like he may be heading back towards where Ganon was, and then may opt to go that way. Or actually, no, he's heading back towards the bomb wall. He may try bombing up or something just to try to get up and around.
Yeah.
Not sure if he did try bombing up here or not, but if he can bomb up here, he might be able to go up. Yep, this might be the path right here.
We go.
Yes, it is. We have found our path.
This has to be it.
There it is.
100%. There we are. And with that, Syscrusher finishes in first place with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 21 minutes, and 58 seconds. Noraystra has, in fact, forfeited. After what happened to his emulator, I can't blame him. I still don't know what happened. I expect to, if he jumps in here, well, obviously we'll hear. Get either of our runners in here to talk about what we just watched. Oh, we have both of our runners here. We are joined by both Noraystra and Syscrusher. Gentlemen, welcome. And oh my gosh, that seed.
Yeah, it started out great. It didn't end well.
No. No, yeah, blocks everywhere, combat insane. That level 9 was kind of awful.
Well, then I'm glad.
Yeah. Nora, what happened?
So my mouse slipped and hit the X on my emulator and ended my night.
Oh my goodness.
I had 4 Triforces. The only thing I was missing were silver and ladders being in a decent shape.
Well, if it's any consolation at all, and I don't know it's going to be, but when that happened to you, Syscrusher was already in 9 and had just found the silver arrows, which were also in 9.
Were they ladder blocked?
No.
Oh man, because I was my intention was to buy arrows, go to 4, kill the Goma, and then head to 9.
Well, we don't know if 4 would have had a ladder block beyond that Goma because we never saw it. Syscrusher, you actually found level 4. You left, immediately went to the shop where the arrows were. We figured you were going to buy those. You tricked us. You bought the blue ring instead.
Yeah, I was making all kinds of bad decisions. I was on tilt after a while.
Yeah,
It was ladder blocked, wasn't it? Was it ladder blocked?
4, it was Goma block. We don't know about the ladder.
I think I missed. I did write that down too. Wow. And
Yeah,
what was in for? I guess a red ring. I don't know.
Or the red candle.
Right.
We don't know what
right.
the other second item in 9 is.
I should have stayed in 8. I left 8. I came back to 8. I left 8. And
What was the second item in 8?
The ladder.
ladder.
Oh, awesome.
And I
that was
decided.
blocked by something.
Yeah, there was a lot of nasty stuff in there. I left and went to full cleared 7 and got the heart container. So I was like, uh-oh.
I never found 7. I still don't have it marked. I had no clue.
So,
Power bracelet.
Yeah, so Syscrusher, God bless you, man. You went through that level 7. The item room is blocked by 8 blue whiz ropes with a diamond staircase. So he tried twice to clip through that thing. Got it like the 3rd time, I think it was, in that room. And like after this long and hard push, it was the heart container. Oh man, those feels. I think I'm like, he must just pick that up out of spite at this point.
Yeah, that crushed my spirits a little bit.
Yeah. No, that overworld was not that friendly.
No.
Especially with those blue Lynels on that bridge screen.
I would have loved to have known how many deaths I actually had on that screen. It was too many.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Good game, Syscrusher. I really
Good game,
the reset definitely. I was not playing well to begin with, and that sealed it.
Yeah, I had an excellent start, man. I found that where the white sword was. I got the wand pretty fast, and yeah, any key. Just then it just stalled. The game just stalled there for a while. Just didn't know what decisions to make, and should have stayed in 8, I guess. But how do you know? Then the combat in that dungeon was pretty nasty, so I tried to go for the easier combat dungeons. If I had gone and get the arrows for 4, maybe I'd gotten a red ring, but I was not disappointed with the blue ring purchase after all that combat. So
Indeed. Oh, let me think here. Yeah, I really think the only good thing that came from the seed was finding the wand in level 1.
And I had to
and the
double
bow, of
one to
course.
get it.
Yeah. Of course, the bow was kind of nice to find, but other than that... Nora, you were about a room away from the any key in level 6. The unfortunate thing about that is you actually had to go through that moat room that had the traps in it on all 4 corners.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was in there, I didn't have enough hearts to take care of it. I
No,
only
you
had the
didn't.
3.
No, and we figured, like, there's no reason you would ever want to go back there, because that room is terrifying without the ladder.
I remember why I didn't get the arrows now, because I had it in my mind that the bow was on the coast. I forgot it was the ladder or the Armos item. So when you saw me go to 1 get the Triforce and then road wrap over to the coast, I'm like, oh great, it's the magic boomerang. It's like, oh well, I think that's why I didn't get the arrows.
Okay, that explains that. We were wondering why you didn't just flute to 3 to go to 9.
I will say the wooden boomerang did work for me tonight.
You were using that like a madman. That was actually well done. Absolutely. We did find the book. The book was the one in 3. You found that at some point, I think, Nora, didn't you?
Yeah, I found it. I went back to 3 because I just didn't have any outs, and I knew I was down to like 3 rooms. So it's like, let me get the item out of 3. I was hoping for ladder so that I could at least reasonably gamble 9 safely.
Right.
I just like right now looking at my chart, I was gonna make the play for 9 after I got the next Triforce. It didn't sound like it would have been enough, but still.
Well, guys, any final thoughts on this seed?
No, all my practices the last 2 days have been like this. So
Same.
it's just heartening a little bit. I had a string of where I get sub 50s and then these. Then some of them I don't even finish. I'm like, God, what's the point?
Well, Disc, congratulations. You get to move on to the bracket stages that have flags that have plus or minus 4 enemy HP in second quest overworld and second quest enemies. Why did we sign up for that again?
Hey, I think I won tonight then.
I think you did, actually. I'll be honest here. Anyway, all right. Nora, anything you'd like to end this with?
It's been an absolute blast. Thank you, Crimson, for putting this on. Thank you for the admins and all the staff doing this. I've had so much fun. With the start of this tournament, RE Saver, just one win was more than enough for me. But two, and to have a legitimate shot at brackets it was so much fun.
Awesome. Sis, any last words before the reveal next week?
No, I just thanks to everyone behind the scenes that's involved and all the racers and everybody. Appreciate it. Having a lot of fun. Looking forward to the brackets. I probably won't last too long, but I'm gonna try. Have fun.
Alrighty. Well, I want to give a quick shout out to our runners here. Guys, in the chat, give these runners a follow. Seriously, without them, we would not be even having a tournament. So thank you guys both for playing, and thank you guys both for letting us restream you. It's always fun to be part of these broadcasts. I just want to give a quick shout out to Speed Gaming and the staff back here, keeping us running and everything. It's always fun to be part of the Speed Gaming Network, commentating and whatnot. Want to shout out to my co-commentator, Crimson Avix. He was also doing the tracking for us, so thank you very much for doing all of that, Crim. And thank you for letting me be a part of this race. It's been fun to call with you.
Oh, definitely. And just a little admin stuff to go over quick. We did have one of our other races finish, and the other one was determined, but we have a runner finishing up right now. But we do have one more race at 10 o'clock this Wednesday that will be taking place. So we want to make sure that we call that out. We're not sure of the Restream channel just quite yet, but definitely check out the schedule. If you type in !Z1R, you'll be able to see that. But check out the schedule to keep updated on where that will be, because that will be between Dark Falls and AMO 22. And as I said, that is for our final entrant into the brackets this Saturday. On a site to be determined yet, I will be doing the bracket reveal. I will most certainly have another one of the admins or tournament staff with me on that reveal, but that should be exciting because I plan on having a few interesting things, maybe recap with some clips, but also it should be fun because, I mean, we get to reveal who gets to go up against who. Exactly. So that should be a blast. And then starting next Sunday, or this upcoming Sunday, I should say, we're going to be starting the brackets.
Goodness.
Yeah. Get excited, people.
I'm excited.
Yeah, once again, thanks to Speed Gaming for allowing us to put this on. And thank you, OPT, for helping out with this. It's always a blast to call with you.
Absolutely. That was fun. Thank you.
And not only you, but thanks to all the people who have helped out in some way, shape, or form with this tournament, because it's a headache to admin when you don't have support. So the support is what keeps us going. The runners, the support. Me putting on a tournament without either would be completely useless. So thank you again. Thank you, Speed Gaming. Thank you to our runners, and thank you to you as well, chat, because we like putting on a show for you. And with that, OPT, I'll let you go ahead and send us out of here.
Alrighty, well, for everybody here at the Speed Gaming Network and our sister stations over at the Randomania Network, and for Crimson Avix and our two runners, Noraystra and Syscrusher, my name has been OPT Lawyer. Have a good night, everybody.